What's up, everybody? My name is Justin, and welcome back to another episode of Whiskey Tears. Today, I finally got my hands on an ECBP C923. Okay, so I had the A123. I've seen a million B523s in Maryland, never saw a C. So I actually had to trade for this one. Thank you to the subject who was willing to trade with me. But finally got my hands on this. Didn't buy a B because I heard it was just meh. But the C's, apparently there's a story going around in Maryland from George in my Discord stating that Maryland was supposed to get like 300 cases of the C, but they only got 30, and instead they got a ton of the B for the other 270 cases, which actually makes sense based on how much B I've seen. Can't corroborate that story or not, but anyways, today, the C923 is coming in at 13 years, 7 months ever since they changed their same age statement every year, and it's coming in at 133 proof banger. So obviously the C923 has gotten a ton of fanfare already. Is it going to live up to the hype? Excited to try it with y'all today. All right, let's pop the bottle and get the nosing straight out of the bottle. Brown sugars, cherry, wood on there. It smells really good. It's got that mustiness that I really like in the finer bourbons, if you will. But we'll go ahead and get the nosing out of the glass as well. By the way, coming up in December, a very special series. We're going to be doing 24 straight days of videos coming in December. It's going to be the 24 days of whiskey advent calendar starting this Friday, December 1st. Hopefully you guys hit subscribe so you can be around for that. ECBP C923, nose out of the glass. Oh, that's deep, dark cherry, dark wood. Some cinnamon, brown sugars, a little bit of molasses. It smells really, really nice. You could smell the proof on it as well. It burned my nose a little bit when I got in there real tight. Almost like a hint of butterscotch maybe in the background too. Just a little hint of butterscotch, but real deep molasses, dark woods, dark heavy fruits like a dark red cherry. Some spices on there too. Smells really, really good. Coming in at 133 proof. What was the A? If we look at what the A was 125.6 proof. So, you know, almost 8 full proof points higher. This one was obviously the old standard, just 12-year batch. But this one coming in at 13 years and 7 months. So excited to try this one today and rank it on the tier system. Cheers, everybody. Right out of the gate. That nice fine oakiness, but with none of the bitterness. It's got a cream, buttery coat that it goes over the mouth. It's got a bunch of spiciness on there with some cinnamon and what else is there? Yeah, it hits you. So first it hits you with that big sweet blast of like that dark heavy cherry. Then it goes into a ton of the wood, and then it immediately coats your tongue with this real nice viscous, like buttery, almost something kind of like interlaid into that butter too. Like, you know how you get the compound butters and you mix something in there? What's mixed in with that butter? That viscosity level on this thing though is really, 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 really good. I don't think I've ever had an ECBP with anywhere close to that level of viscosity, that creamy silkiness to it that coats the tongue. That's one of the main things I look for in just a banger of a bourbon. I love that myself. That's really, really good. If I was going to be what's in that butter, it's almost like they just threw like a bunch of baking spices into the butter and kind of melted that all together, and that's overlaying that dark heavy cherry, but that sweet cherry that you get up front, and then that beautiful, beautiful oakiness over it all. What else is in here? A little bit of vanilla too within that butter, and that silkiness, a little bit of silky vanilla on there too as well. It's really good. I was concerned that the C923 was not going to be able to live up to all the hype it's been getting, but that is amazing. Actually, let's do real quick. Let's just do a sample of the A123, which was very good, but it actually lost to the Larceny A123 in a blind sample that I did. Let's just do one tiny little pour here. of the A and just do a quick comparison just to see if it had anywhere close to that viscosity level. I don't remember it having anything like that. It smells completely different. I mean, that's still good, but definitely not the viscosity level that this thing has. I don't know if it's the extra age, the extra proof, a combination of both, but the viscosity level on this C923 is out of this world. It's got that spiciness behind all those sweet flavors up front, and then that beautiful oakiness encompassing it all. So, the question is, for the ECBP C923, coming in at 133 proof, aged 13 years, 7 months, where's it going to go on the tier system? Let me do one more drink. That is really, really good. I'm teetering between S tier and very top of A tier right now. That's where I'm teetering back and forth here on the C923. S tier, very top of A tier, going back and forth. Can't quite decide yet. I think this one's definitely going to be in my top 5 of the year when I do the end of the year blinds to see which is my best whiskey I've had this year. Is there anything I would change about it? It lasts, it lingers in the mouth very nicely. It stays there, it coats it. I can feel the proof. It's definitely 133 proof, which I don't mind. I know a lot of people don't like that. I kind of like being able to feel it go down my throat a bit. Whew. For me, I think I'm going to put it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put it on S tier. I'm going to put it on S tier. This has lived up to everything that I've heard about it and more. I did not expect that level of viscosity out of it. I think that's what put it over the top for me. All the flavors were really amazing. Nose was really amazing. But when you get that level of mouth coat, that creamy silkiness, that viscosity, kind of almost like an oiliness, it is just on a whole nother level when you get that and you're not just drinking a plain old liquid. So for me, I'm doing it. I'm putting the ECBP C923 on the S tier today, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to roll with that. So have you guys had this bottle? Let me know what you think of it. Have you compared it to any of the other releases throughout the year? Let me know down in the comments below. Make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe on this video, and if you really want to help support the channel, click that join button down below. I'll see you guys shortly for the 24 days of Whiskey Advent, and I'll see you for your next drink.